Hey guys, we're back, and I'm going to show you three of my favorite effects from Juan Tamariz's book, Mnemonica. A lot of people ask the question, where should I start? So here's three effects that I like in the book. These are called Face-to-Face, A Grand Triumph, and Exact Location. So the first one is a divination routine, and this one is called Face-to-Face, okay? So here's what we'll do. We're going to take the cards, and we're going to give them a Greek shuffle, where we have half the cards face up, half the cards face down, and we're going to shuffle the cards in literally in a face-to-face situation, just like this. So you can see a Greek shuffle, cards are mixed up, face up into face down, okay? And then the spectator can give the cards a cut if they choose. It does not matter. And what we're going to do is we're going to have you select a card by the means of me riffling down the side. Okay, so as I riffle, spectator can say stop wherever they want. Let's say they say stop here, and if they don't see a card, we'll just riffle again until they see one. So that'll be their selection. They'll look at that card and remember that. Okay, got it? Excellent. Now, this is a divination routine. So if you would, I want you to just think about the color, the suit, and the value of your card. Let's start with the color of your card, if you would, for me. Just think of your card, if it's red or black. Okay, and I'm getting the feeling that I think your card is a black card. Is that right? It is black, okay? And now I want you to think of the suit. Is it a spade or a club? It's a club. And then just think of the value. Think of the value for me, if you would. The five of clubs. Are you thinking of the five of clubs? You are. Excellent, okay? So that trick's called Face-to-Face. You can find that in Mnemonica. Obviously a classic book and an excellent effect. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on. Another trick that I really like in the book Mnemonica is one called A Grand Triumph, okay? So we're going to go ahead and move along. We just did face-to-face. We've got the deck in this face-up, face-down condition. So now we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to give the cards what they call in Madrid the Sweet 16 Shuffle. And they use this in the casinos in Madrid. And we're going to mix the cards up into 16 packets. So some cards are face up and face down. And we just really want to randomize this and make it as chaotic as we possibly can. So through these packets, we've got obviously some cards have landed face up, some have landed face down. And we're going to go ahead and stack up face up cards with face down cards. As you can see, some cards are face up, some are face down. We'll put face ups with face downs with face ups. And so forth, okay, until we just have 52 cards in kind of a random, chaotic mess, if you will, okay? Now, at this point, as the magician, I'm going to look away. So I can turn away, and then you can have the spectator then reverse 1, 2, 3 cards in the pack. They'll just flip it over where it lies. They can flip a face-up card face down, or they can flip over a face-down card and flip it face up. So for the sake of this routine, let's say I've got 2 spectators, so I'm going to have 2 people flip cards. So let's say one spectator turns over the 7 of hearts, and again, my back is turned and I don't know what's going on. And let's say another spectator flips over, I don't know, let's go with the 8 of clubs, and they turn this one face down. So they turn over the 8 of clubs and the 7 of hearts in the pack, okay? So once they've done that, we'll ask them to square the cards up. I would then turn back around for the first time, okay? So now, you've reversed 2 cards in the deck. Obviously, there's no way I could know what those cards are. And just to make it more chaotic and completely random, I am going to give the cards 3 shuffles. These are Greek shuffles. So this is Greek shuffle number 1. And this is an interesting experiment. Whenever you give it three Greek shuffles, you can cause this really magical ending. So watch, here's the second Greek shuffle, that's number 2. And then we'll go ahead and give the deck one more Greek shuffle. And again, the spectator can select any card in the pack, and they can be down with 1, 2, 3 cards, however many you would like. And here's our third Greek shuffle, okay? So the cards have been mixed up. Now, here's the last thing. After 3 Greek shuffles, you give it 2 twists. Watch, that's 1 and that's 2. And once you've done that, every single card in the pack, every single one now goes face up. All the cards are face up, except for 2. There's 2 cards that are still left face down in the pack. And what was the name of the card that you selected? And they're going to say the 7 of hearts. And there we've got the 7 of hearts, which was left face down. And what was your card? And they'll name their card the 8 of clubs. clubs, and there we have it, the 8 of clubs, the only 2 cards in this grand triumph, if you will, which you can find in the book Mnemonica, okay? And that was contributed by one of Juan Tamariz's good friends. I think his name was Camilo Vasquez or something like that. I think you can find that on page 139 in the book, I believe, okay? Now, from here, you can then move right into a trick in the book called exact location, okay, which is a really neat effect as well. It kind of reminds me of a Simon Aronson routine called Everybody's Lazy, okay? So here's the routine. You would then have a spectator cut off a small packet of cards, you know, maybe a quarter or a third. So they're going to make a cut, and then I want you to look at and remember the card that you've cut to. So they're going to look at this card and remember it, all right? And then turn to spectator 2 and say, I want you to bury their card. So you go ahead and cut off maybe about half of what's left and just drop it on top of their card to bury it. And then you look at the card that you've cut to. So they will now look at this card and remember this, and they'll place it on top. And then they're going to bury that card with the cards that are left, just like that. Okay? So those are free selections by the spectator. They make the cuts wherever they want. Okay? So we have 2 cards lost in the pack. Now I'm going to see if I can identify those cards. I just want you guys to think of your cards. Think of the color, the suit, and the value of your selections. And I'm going to see if I can pick up anything. Let's see. I'm getting, let's see. I think someone's thinking of the 9 of diamonds. Getting the 9 of diamonds and the 4 of clubs. The 4 of clubs and the 9 of diamonds. Is that right? Those are your cards? Okay. I think your card, the 4 of clubs, I think it's 20 cards down. Yes, 20 cards down. Let's go ahead and count and see. We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and this is 20. And that is the 4 of clubs. There's your card at number 20. Okay, and your card, I think it's a little bit deeper. Your card is at position 38. You were thinking of the 9 of diamonds. Let's count. So that was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And this is 38, the 38th card. There it is, your card, the 9 of diamonds, the card that you were thinking of at the 38th position. Now, this effect is called exact location. Okay, exact location. It is in Mnemonica, and it's really a great effect, great routine. And I think my favorite thing about this trick is that once you get to this point of the effect, your deck is now back in your stack. Whatever stack you use, you're now back in it. So I use the Redford stack. So now my deck is back in the Redford stack, and now I can continue on with any other memorized deck effects that I'd like to do. So there you go, 3 tricks from Mnemonica, kind of buried in there if you're looking through the book. One is called Face to Face. The second routine I did was a Grand Triumph, and then the third one was called Exact Location. So long video, sorry about that, guys, but just wanted to share what I thought was some of the good stuff from a classic book, Mnemonica. So hope you liked it. Till next time, take care.